The Mahabharata is one of the greatest and most profound epics in Indian literature. It is much more than a story. It is a deep exploration of human mind, the struggles of virtue and the complexities of responsibility.
At its heart lies a gripping tale of conflict between the two royal families, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. The conflict builds over many years and finally has its dramatic climax over at the Battle of Kurukshetra.
The battle itself is not just a physical war, it is a war of values, duty, and moral dilemmas.
Among the many lessons that the Mahabharata teaches us, today we are only going to focus on one, and that is duty. Our Dharma, the foundation that guides the action of every character in this saga. From the very beginning of Mahabharata, the importance of duty is very clear and unmistakable.
Take goddess Ganga for example. She accepted the solemn responsibility to raise and train the eighth son of King Santanu, Bhishma, preparing him for greater challenge he would face ahead.
And then there is Arjuna, the mighty warrior prince who fights in the war for justice and righteousness despite the personal pain that it brings him.
Every character in the Mahabharata is bounded to their role, their duty, and through their actions they show the power of commitment and honor.
But duty is not only a concept of the ancient times, in our modern world, duty takes many forms.
It can be the professional responsibility of a doctor, working tirelessly during a crisis to save lives.
Or the bravery of a soldier serving his country despite the personal risk.
Even the courage of a journalist who refused to compromise on truth, standing firm against pressure. This modern example reflects the same spirit of commitment that echoes from the pages of Mahabharata, showing us duty is timeless, universal, and essential.
This is the story of Bhishma, the eldest son of King Shantanu. When the king died, the youngest was too young to rule, so Bhishma took on the throne as the regent. And he went out to Kashi to bring back three princesses for the young king to marry. But he let the eldest Amba go because she was already in love with another man. But when the young king died, the queen asked Bhishma to take on the throne. However, Bhishma had already taken an oath that he would remain celibate and never desire the throne.
अधिकारी तो हूं दासराज, इसलिए मैं गंगा पुत्र देवव्रत चारों दिशाओं धरती और आकाश को साक्षी मानकर आज ये प्रतिज्ञा करता हूं कि आजीवन ब्रह्मचारी रहूंगा, जीवन भर विवाह नहीं करूंगा, वंशहीन ही जीऊंगा और वंशहीन ही मरूंगा। ये मेरी अखंड प्रतिज्ञा है।
So he told the queen very firmly, Mother, you already know of my vow. I cannot break it. Bhishma stayed true to this oath until he died. He never once desired the throne.
Bhishma's unshakable commitment teaches us about Swadharma, our personal duty based on moral conviction. True duty demands consistency, even under great pressure. Today, we see this spirit in healthcare workers, risking their lives during pandemics like COVID-19, and in whistleblowers like Francis Hugen, who expose wrongdoing despite personal risks. Like Bhishma, they choose what is right over what is easy.
Dronacharya, the teacher of both the Pandavas and the Kauravas, had a deep fondness for the Pandavas, especially the young prince Arjun. But when the war broke out, fate placed him on the opposite sides of the battlefield.
क्या इसलिए कि मैं अर्जुन की सेना के विरोध में युद्ध कर रहा हूं?
As the commander of the Kaurava army, Drona had to fight against his own beloved student. Even though his heart resisted, he fulfilled his responsibility to the throne. The 18-day war saw him standing firmly with the side he was bound to serve, reminding us that duty must be upheld even when it goes against personal wishes.
Drona's royalty show the clash between emotional ties and institutional duty. Today, military leaders often face similar trials. Commanders in wars like those in Ukraine or Syria may fight against people they once knew. Government officials and judges too must put aside personal feelings to uphold laws and constitutions. Like Drona, they honor the role they have sworn to serve, even when the cost is personal.
On the battle of Kurukshetra, Arjun stood frozen, torn between his responsibilities as a warrior and his love for his parents, relatives, and his teacher. In the moment of doubt, Lord Krishna, his charioteer and his guide, reminded him of his true duty. He reminded Arjun that as a warrior, his dharma was to fight for righteousness and justice, without attachments to the rewards of victory.
विजय और पराजय, जीवन और मृत्यु, सुख और दुख के प्रश्नों में ना उलझो और युद्ध करो। यदि इस युद्ध में तुम्हारी विजय हुई तो पृथ्वी का राज्य और यश भोगोगे, और यदि वीर गति को प्राप्त हुए तब भी यश के साथ साथ स्वर्ग पाओगे। इसलिए हे कौन्तेय, उठो, सुख दुख, लाभ हानि, जय पराजय सबको समान समझो और युद्ध करो, कि यही तुम्हारा क्षत्रिय कर्तव्य भी है और मानव धर्म भी।
Krishna's teaching of niksharma karma, acting selflessly without clinging to the results, gave Arjun the courage to fight above fear and fulfill his duty for the greater good.
This timeless lesson lives on in people like Malala Yousafzai. Facing threats under Taliban rule, she risked her life to fight for girls' education. Even after surviving an assassination attempt, she continued her mission, not for her personal gain, but for the rights of millions. Like Arjun, Malala's courage and selflessness shows that true duty demands sacrifice, determination, and devotion to higher cause, even when the personal cost is great.
The Mahabharat is a timeless exploration of dharma, duty and righteousness in all its complexity. Through the lives of its characters, we see that duty is really simple. It shifts with one's role in society, varna dharma, stage of life, ashram dharma, and personal moral compass, sav dharma. These layers often bring moral dilemmas like Arjun's hesitation before battle or Drona's loyalty conflicting with his emotions.
The epic teaches us fulfilling duty demands courage, sacrifice, and steadfastness, even when the path is unclear. Krishna's console to Arjun shows that divine guidance can light the way, helping us act with integrity and selflessness. In the end, the Mahabharata reminds us that true duty done without selfish motives builds harmony in society and leads to spiritual revelation. This message born thousands of years ago still guides us today.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भूः माते संगोस्त्वा कर्मणि।